So what it means to love Jesus is we prioritize him. Men, we figure out how to prioritize the things we love. I know this, I know this because we can be as busy as ever, and we will figure out how to do what we want to do. We're experts at it, men. We all are, humanity is, right? But in the busyness of all things, we figure out how to prioritize the things we love to do. We know how to do it. And what it means to love Jesus is that we figure out how to prioritize him. It says in one of them, a lawyer asked the question to test him, "Teacher, which is the greatest commandment in the law?" And he said to him, "You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind. This is the great and first commandment." I love that language in there, right? That what it means to love Jesus is that we do it with all of us. Our mind, we put our mind towards it, we put our energy towards it, we put our strength towards it, that it becomes the priority of our life to love and follow and chase after Jesus. So put him in he's the only one that can sustain that position. Love the Lord your God, he says, with all of your heart, with all of your soul, and with all of your strength and mind. And after that, let things fall where they may. To love Jesus is to prioritize Jesus. To prioritize Jesus is to abide in Jesus. You want to be a great man, a great father, a great husband, a great employee, a great friend. Learn to abide in Jesus. Because apart from him, you can't do it on your own. You can fake it for a while. People are pretty good at faking it for a while. But eventually, we'll fall flat on our face. Real men, godly men, love Jesus. And that's the kind of men we need in our world, is those who love, chase after, prioritize, and abide in Jesus. So when we talk about how to have a healthy priorities, how to have a healthy love in our lives, men, it looks like this. Jesus, love Jesus first, and then love your wife as Christ loved the church. This idea of delight, something that strikes me. Do we delight in our kids? This idea is the word delight means to be pleased, to be acceptable, to accomplish, to set our affection towards, to enjoy. Fathers, mothers, all of us, let's love and delight in our children. Spending time with them, encouraging them, being excited about what they're excited about. Make a big deal out of their successes. Talk well of them and invite them to do what you're doing. Love Jesus. Love your wife. Love your kids. Oftentimes, all of this, if we're going to love Jesus, if we're going to love like Jesus, and if we're going to lead like Jesus, men, it's going to take just grit. It's going to take determination. It's going to take just a gut level conviction. But when that happens, amazing things happen in our world. Man, we need you to stand up for your family, for the people you lead, for the people you love. And say, you know what? I don't care what's going on in the world around us. I don't care what other gods everybody else is worshiping. I don't care what other idols everybody else is following after. I don't care whatever priorities other families have, what other families do in their spare time or what they, but for me and my house, for our family, for our home, we're going to serve the Lord. This is our priority, that we're going to serve the Lord. It doesn't matter what everybody else is doing. We're going to love like Jesus. We're We're going to love Jesus. And we're going to lead humbly. Because that's who we are as God's men. Church, this is who we are called to be. This is what the Word is inspiring us to. Men, I've been talking to you mostly today. And this is what your wives and your kids want you to be. Men of God, men of the Word, men who love Jesus, prioritize Him, abide in Him, who love like Jesus, who lead out. Keep fighting for what's right. Keep loving Jesus. Keep loving like Jesus, and keep leading like Jesus, because that's what this world needs. It needs you, men, to be godly men. And I'll tell you, when we do that, that is what great men, great husbands, and great dads do.